Hello everyone, it's Artio. I just finished a yoga class and I'm going to read some cards. What an asshole, right? Oh, she's doing yoga and now she's going to read tarot cards. Well, guess what else? I have incense burning. Oh, and I coated myself in essential oils. No, I didn't. Alright, so I'm going to read the Divine Feminine. I've actually already mixed these up. Oh, can you see where I set my Divine Feminine? There she is. And there she is, watching over us. Okay, let's do this, man, for the Divine Feminine. The Empress. Oh my goodness, what a great start to our Divine Feminine reading. The Empress is abundant in all ways. She's abundant in health and earth and fertility. She's the Empress. She is the Divine Feminine. You know what? I can't say that completely. She is part of the Divine Feminine. I feel that the High Priestess is another part of the Divine Feminine because intuition is a very big part of the Divine Feminine. All right, I'm going to quit talking and do cards. All right. Guess you're a little tired. Need a little nap? I'm a little bit tired. That was a pretty tough yoga class. And the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is the beginning of a thought, or a thought that is the beginning of something. So you have a thought that is the beginning of becoming the Divine Feminine, or leading you to continue being the Divine Feminine, but you're really tired, and that's what is keeping you from fully being in your Divine Feminine right now. You're really tired. I don't know if you just need a nap or if you have just been like, when I get depressed, I just can't even function. Maybe you're depressed. I hope not. It's a miserable way to be. I'm bipolar, so I get really, really good depressions, really good manias. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is just as a kid or a young person, just learning the ways of their sign. So Pentacles is earthly things, including money. Everyone calls them coins and says they're just money, but they're not. It's material things. It's the earth, it's the dirt, it's the plants. So recently, that's how you've been trying to, or, you know, this is a general reading. This isn't for everyone. But in this reading, the Divine Feminine is trying to come into her material ways. Maybe started a garden, maybe just put a plant in the window. But that's a good way to, start. Go get a plant, go to Lowe's. You don't have to start it from seed. And up there, Seven of Pentacles. I guess maybe you did already do that, and it's turning out very well. Oh, look at you there with You got your little spray bottle, spraying your plants. Working real hard on getting them to be as fulfilling as you want them to be. Oh no, what have I done to my cards? This happens all the time. I don't know what it is. It's like 1 or 2 cards will just be flipped over every time I take my deck out. This one was turned over. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups often means that you've met your, not necessarily your divine flame, but someone that you really connect with, you really want to spend time with, that you really love, and they love you. And that doesn't mean it's going to last forever, but you've really met a great person right now, and you should. And it doesn't even have to be a lover. It can be a friend, like a kindred spirit. I don't know if you've read Anne of Green Gables, but you know, a kindred spirit, a person that you really get and who really gets you. And then the other one that was flipped over, it's the World. The World is a completion of a cycle. You're working on your divine feminine. I don't know that you can ever finish the cycle of becoming the divine feminine. So she might just be, or the World might just be there to tell you you're on the right track. You're really doing what you need to do. You're practicing your material wealth with plants. And the reason I've decided for sure it was plants was because of this one, spraying her flowers. And you have a thought for a really good idea, and you've met someone who will probably help you get to where you're going. So here's the World. The World wants you to become fully within your divine feminine. It's kind of a big deck. It's kind of hard to do this with. It's not a huge deck, but and another Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles means that you have enough money. You don't have to, you aren't scrimping and saving. It's not like you have a lot of money, but you've got the money to pay your bills and pay your rent, and you have some left over to have some fun, and maybe even some to put away and save. So, like, you know, you can pay your bills, you can pay your rent, you can put a coin away in your savings account and have a coin to go out and have a good time with, which is where maybe you'll meet this person. And a lot of people say it's being greedy, but it's not being greedy. It is, you've reached a point where you can take care of yourself, and that's okay. You're allowed to take care of yourself. This is the Three of Wands. No, it's the Three of Wands. Oh, her Sage. She's holding Sage. That's her third wand. The Three of Wands means your ship is coming in. You've put out the work, you've put in the work, made a little money, and now whatever it is you invested in is coming in for you. I mean, this coin that you put away for savings, maybe you invested it rather than just putting it in savings, and it's working out. It's bringing in something that you were hoping for, that you were working towards. And that could all be stemming from this Ace of Swords, the idea that you had to make something happen. And the idea was to take your extra coin and, I don't know, invest it in Apple or Coca-Cola. I think it's a little too late to really make much off them anymore. You have to pay too much for stock. Alright, let's see. In this particular set of actions, what is the final word going to be on this? The Knight of Swords. What an odd, what an odd ending. Well, I guess the knight could be a woman. Just because he's drawn like a man doesn't mean anything. The Knight of Swords. That's how far you've made it from the Ace of Swords. You're now the Knight of Swords. You have lots of ideas. You know how to use them. You're moving fast and you're knocking things out of your way to get to where you need to be. And I think that's great. I also want to do some extra cards just to see what we might have missed in our meanings. For example, that Four of Swords. That just seemed to come out of nowhere. Just, you're tired. Why are you so tired? Are you depressed, or are you just sleepy? You've been working a lot? You have been working a lot. Look at all those pentacles. Let's see what that Four of Swords is supposed to mean. Wouldn't it be cool if the High Priestess also popped up? I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think any of us have reached that level of Divine Feminine yet. Not yet. But it'll happen. Come on, give me a card here for Four of Swords. Seven of Wands. Oh, you've been having to stand your ground against people. Some people are trying to say that you don't know what you're talking about, that your way is wrong or what you think is wrong, and you're alone here standing your ground and fighting off all these people who don't believe you or who don't believe in you or understand you, and that would exhaust a person. But you've been doing it. You've held your ground against all these people. Well, these 6 people, I guess. This is 7 of Wands. But it made you a little tired. You need a little rest. So luckily that's not depression. It's just you're tired from sticking up for yourself. Let's see what this Ace of Swords is implying. I think it was just the idea of what to do with your money, but oh, it's the Two of Cups again. That was the idea, was to meet your other half. Like I said, it could be a romantic half. It could be your best friend. It could be, you know, your best friend for life. You never know when you're going to meet these people. But it could also be a really good lover, like someone who you really get it with. Let's see, Page of Pentacles. You're just learning how to use your money. 7 of Pentacles. I think you're just working. You're just working on raising more pentacles. But let's see. Or more earthly goods, more money, whatever it is you need. More flowers. Well, how about that? It's the 7 of Pentacles again. So currently, you need to be working on whatever it is you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to have a garden, you need to be working on it. If you are wanting to raise money, you should be working on it. If you're wanting to be able to take longer hikes in the woods, you need to start taking longer hikes a little bit at a time, you know. But that's definitely, I mean, it's the same card. That's something you definitely need to be working on. Whatever it is you're working towards, work harder. Let's see, what else? What's the world doing down there? Because I just don't think you've finished out this particular cycle, because you're still working on your material things. You still are only 2 cups. Just had this idea with the Ace of Swords for money. What is the world? The world is the moon. You know, the moon is the backside of the High Priestess. The High Priestess knows all the intuition. She knows all the secrets. She never tells what's behind. These are the posts that she sits between. This is the backside of them. So this is the backside of intuition. It's hard to understand. Sorry, that's my kids. I think the world means that you need to get a better grip on your understanding of intuition and quit being intimidated by it. You're being intimidated by your intuition. And let's finish up with the Knight of Swords. Let's do extra. No extra info on the Knight of Swords. I think it means that your idea is coming more to fruition since you started down here with the Ace of Swords and you ended up there with the Knight of Swords, is that what you're working towards, you've made a lot of steps. You've taken a lot of steps towards it. Oh my goodness. It's the world again. Are you the Divine Feminine? Have you completed, whoever this is for, you've completed your, I guess you've completed your cycle to Divine Feminine. That's amazing. Good for you. I mean, it's what we all wish we could do. So I'm very happy for you. Congratulations. It's awesome. My little familiar. All right, that's it. Bye-bye. This is Ardeo.